On July 22nd, OpenAI quietly flipped the biggest switch in advertising since Google AdWords. Advertise in ChatGPT is now open to the public. Any verified business can now buy ads inside the most used AI chatbot on Earth. They have about 900 million weekly users for context. Best Buy, Lowe's, and Vistaprint are all launch names. They don't have an agency, no sales call necessary, no six-figure minimum, just a sign-up form, a business verification check, and a credit card. This is remarkable because 6 months ago, there were no ads in ChatGPT at all, and the reported minimum buy was $200,000. OpenAI just speedran years of ad platform evolution in one semester. On January 16th, OpenAI announced that it will test ads in a blog post that was fronted by Fidji Simo, their CEO of applications, formerly of Instacart, where she scaled the ads business to $1 billion run rate, and before that, a decade at Facebook running the Facebook app. On February 9th, ads went live in the US, and the free tier and the $8 a month Go tier. Paid tiers stayed ad-free. On March 26th, OpenAI confirmed the pilot crossed $100 million in annual run rate. Keep in mind, that is 6 weeks in. In early April, a self-serve ads manager entered a closed beta. May 5th, self-serve opens to every US business and the minimum spend gets deleted entirely. And by early June, active advertisers jumped 46% in a single week per SimilarWeb. And now on July 22nd, the product is fully public, self-serve, no minimum, no CPC, no CPM bidding. But what are advertisers actually buying with this product? I would argue it's pretty much the highest intent data stream that's ever been created. Targeting runs in 3 layers. The first is the current conversation. So if you were to ask about a trip to Japan, layer 2 is your chat history, and that's if ad personalization is on. And then layer 3, obviously memory. If you have memory and ad personalization both enabled, the stored facts ChatGPT knows about you. But think about what this actually means for a second. Google is forced to infer intent from keywords on every search. Meta, on the other hand, pretty much stalks you across all of your social media. ChatGPT, the users are in a very specifically unique situation because they basically tell ChatGPT what they're looking for directly in complete sentences with feelings attached in many cases. And OpenAI's VP and head of global ad solutions, David Dugan, said that roughly 20% of the queries carry direct commercial intent. He calls users super intentional. As an aside, the guardrails are very clear on this product. Obviously, they're not serving ads to anyone under 18 years old, none in temporary chats, none in sensitive conversations regarding health, mental health, politics, things like that. Gambling and political ads are banned outright, and a bunch of things like that. Also, advertisers never see your chats or memories, only aggregate numbers, and ads sit below an answer labeled sponsored. So all the stuff that you would expect. But okay, why are they moving so quickly? Well, it's mostly cash flow related. OpenAI's own revised projections show roughly $25 billion of cash burn this year and well over $100 billion through 2030. Subscriptions and enterprise deals do not close that gap. Advertising is the only business model in tech history that prints money at this scale. Google's entire empire obviously is in a search box with ads next to it, and we know how that went. There's also a deadline. OpenAI confidentially filed IPO paperwork in June, and this is probably going to be a really important part of that IPO. But here's a quick reality check. eMarketer ran the numbers just this month, and the entire US chatbot ad market, ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, Google AI Mode, Amazon Shopping Assistant combined, is on pace to generate under $1 billion this year and about $5.4 billion by 2030. OpenAI wants roughly $50 billion of its 2030 target from the US alone, about 10 times what the whole market is projected to be worth. eMarketer's analyst says they're on pace to miss their own forecast by 90%. And here's a really interesting early data point. The top advertisers right now aren't Nike or Coca-Cola. Per SimilarWeb, they're Monday.com, Shopify, Jotform, Resume.io, and Cursor. 8 of the top 10 are software companies, specifically B2B SaaS, productivity, dev tools. This is a revolutionary consumer ad platform that is currently, in my opinion, completely missing the mark. Although it's probably a great opportunity to get in if you have something worth advertising. So in conclusion, every consumer app platform follows pretty much the same arc. Build something magical, get everyone hooked, turn the magic into inventory. Google went from a garage to self-serve AdWords in a couple of years. Facebook took under 4 years to ship its ad platform. OpenAI went from its first ad to an open ad machine in 5.5 months. The ads are labeled today, the answers are independent today, but a $100 billion target has gravitational pull and the product decisions tend to orbit it. So if ChatGPT starts recommending a very specific power drill after you mention your weekend project, congratulations, you are now a Lowe's customer. All joking aside, this is a really great opportunity to get in on the advertising, particularly while many of the big players seem to be sitting out. Anyway, if you enjoyed watching this, please give me a subscribe. It really helps the channel. Hit notifications. I will be doing more videos like this, tech news, and also talking head videos at my desk. And I'll see you in the next one.